us in April. We're in quarantine mode here in Frankenmuth and around the world, but that doesn't mean we can't get some fresh air and practice our yoga. This is my second recorded session, and I'm hoping it's better here in the Garden of Hope. The flag was waving in my first one, which seemed awkward with foreign guests, and I also mislabeled standing half forward bend, Ardha Uttanasana, or half lift, as half monkey. So we'll start with fixing that. My only other feedback from the Chinese guests at the workshop was that it was too dark, so we're recording this one during the day. Let's start by sliding from a forward fold to a half lift. Repeat the sliding hands on shins, if you like, from knee to ankle. This move often helps ensure you're folding from the hips rather than the lower back. This is a half lift. From here, if we stand, sweeping arms aloft, and step the right foot back into a high lunge, then transition to a low lunge as we slowly lower the right knee and raise arms. Hold. Beautiful. Move your weight back to that right knee and reach forward over your left leg for the half split posture that is also called half monkey. Hold. Breathe. From here, move back to your low lunge and then raise to a high lunge. Step together, reaching overhead with a deep breath before forward fold, half lift, plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, into an upward facing dog, and then back into a downward facing dog. Walk it out. Then at your own pace, walk forward. Then we'll take it to the other side with the left foot stepping back into high lunge. Hands at heart. Nice and slow. Ease it down into low lunge. Reach up and hold. Then reach forward into half monkey on the other side, also known as half split. Take your time balancing sides. You can flow through a few from half lunge to half split or half monkey on each side. A bit of free-flowing stretch is a welcome warm-up to get started. I like to take a twist on each side as well. And then, from your low lunge, lift up with the right foot in front for a high lunge before stepping together into a mountain pose and then moving into finding quiet. Slowly circle your neck. Repeat in the opposite direction. Clear all the distractions of your day and the worries of uncertain times. This is one part of quiet, bringing the focus to your mat and some time for you. The breath is a tenet that quiets the mind and brings our attention to the flow of life. The in and out of the breath can be deepened. It can be matched with movement in our own ways. Let's flow through some poses for matching breath to movement. Breathe in as you reach your hands toward the sky. Bring hands to heart as you breathe out, letting go. Repeat with a forward fold for the balance it provides and the added stretch. Try to match breath with movement as we flow through poses. For our next flow series, reach arms overhead, then forward fold, half lift, and back up, then hold in a chair pose. Flow through 3 more at your own pace, moving with the breath. When in your chair, your hands can be outstretched at the heart or at the third eye centered on the forehead. Once you find your way into your final chair, no rush, move a twist. Find a twist to the right. Palms together, left elbow to the right thigh, and hold. Then sweep the arms overhead and find your chair twist to the left. Focus on your own areas of need. This is your time. With that in mind, let's flow through an extra Chaturanga Dandasana flow here. Reach your arms overhead, forward fold, half lift, fold, and step back into plank. Then knees, chest, chin, and into up dog with a twist in each direction. Look over your shoulders, and then back into a downward facing dog. Each time we find a down dog with a bit more flexibility. Walk it out before walking forward. Since we're in Frankenmuth and it's their mascot, we'll practice eagle posture on both sides. Eagle arms are crossed left over right, legs too, and aligned with a straight back. A driste point helps with balance as we bring weight onto one foot if you're up for the challenge. Hold wherever you're at. When you're ready, switch sides and find an eagle on your left, balancing and holding with right over left for arms and right over left for legs. The bottom knee is bent for balancing on each side, and finding a driste point helps. Hold. Let's meet together in a mountain pose of Tadasana after you balance each side. Even this basic pose and other rest poses like down dog can build strength if you focus on holding the pose with intention. From this mountain pose, we can sweep arms overhead. Bring hands to heart once more. Breathe in as you match movement with breath. Then forward fold before coming up halfway, and then folding again and stepping back into plank. Flow through a Chaturanga Dandasana, then into an upward dog, before pushing back into a downward facing dog. Don't worry about comparing yourself to others, but instead increase your own flexibility, strength, and balance throughout our session. Walk out your dog. Take your time here and find a twisted dog on each side. Then walk forward and step your right leg out. Side lunge. Hold. Move your legs together a little. Straighten both legs. And find yourself in a wide-legged forward fold. Your arms can be centered or reaching toward the ankles. Hold before finding and holding the side lunge on the other side. Step your left leg out. Hold. Then back to a wide-legged forward fold. And slowly bring the legs in. And find your way up to a half lift before sweeping your legs overhead and then bringing yourself down into a seated position with your legs in front. Our next flow here will be between boat and plow, each holding and breathing deep. A boat is a balance move with arms and legs off the mat. Your legs can be bent. Your arms are outstretched. Moving from this, rolling back into a plow or a shoulder stand can really loosen the back. Hold each, flowing with the breath. After you've balanced that out, a happy baby is a nice option as well for loosening up the back and slowing down our practice for some relaxation and peace. Go ahead and grab your left knee and roll back, circling the ankle and taking the knee across your body for a twist. Looking over your left shoulder. Hold. Then switch to the other leg. The right leg crosses over. First, loosen that hip and the ankle. And then cross it over and look over the right shoulder for a twist in the other direction. Find your way into any last-minute poses you think you need at this point, stretching out, before you find your way into a final pose for sealing in your practice. We'll go with Shavasana or Supta Baddha Konasana, a reclined butterfly with palms up. For today's practice, Select your own intention and carry it with you. Since I'm in the Garden of Hope here, my intention for today's practice is peace and wellness, a positive hope for the world. Breathing in fresh air and breathing out all that no longer serves you. The Garden of Hope is a quiet setting for building strength, balance, flexibility, and resetting any intention to carry you forward. Go ahead and find your way into a seated position. Slowly, take your time. Maybe do a last full body stretch. Move your fingers and your toes. Taking a final breath here and final relaxation. And when you're ready to seal our practice, we'll move over to your side and sit up, cross-legged. Seal our practice with 3 final deep breaths, with arms reaching up. In, breathe in, bringing hands to heart. Move with the flow of your breath. For today, we'll say Om Shanti Om to close our practice, the mantra of peace in the Garden of Hope. Please stay well. Thank you for joining me. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Goodbye.